How's everybody doing? Welcome. I don't even know if this is a channel yet, but just gonna take you along on this journey. So hopefully everybody's doing good right now with this coronavirus epidemic that we got going on. So the plan is to redo this kitchen. I'm gonna take you along on this journey for this kitchen makeover. I've never done something like this before. I don't know if I can even say that anymore based on what I've already done, but I've never really redone a room like this. So the plan is with this kitchen, the main undertaking is painting these cabinets. These cabinets, they are laminate, cheap builder cabinets, but I don't have the funds. I don't have the money like that to be ordering new cabinets and putting them up. I am getting ready to leave this house here shortly. I purchased this about 2.5-3 years ago. So I'm either gonna sell it or rent it. I still haven't made my decision yet. With that being said, I want to spruce it up a little bit, make it more appealing to the eyes for potential renters and buyers. So again, first thing I'm going to start by doing is painting the cabinets. Haven't really decided on colors yet either. And appliances are staying. I am also going to be in this section right here. I'm going to be building a pantry of some sort because I used to actually have a pantry with a door and everything about right in this general area. If you look up in the ceiling right over here, you can see where it used to be framed out, where I replaced the drywall, which that was a job me and a friend did, and it's not the best. Something else I need to redo, but trying to rebuild some kind of storage space in this kitchen. So building the pantry right here next to the fridge, painting, and then I'm also going to add some floating shelves on top of the cabinets, going all the way around, even probably over here, over the window to the other side. I think that will make it look really nice. It'll make it pop. I plan on replacing this light fixture as well. It's like an industrial light fixture inside of a kitchen. So I'm planning on building that myself also. So we'll see how that goes. So that's the plan for the kitchen. Let's run through it again. The cabinets get painted. Building the pantry. Already got the wood in the garage. About to get ready to start cutting that here shortly. Actually, if you look over here, my computer, gonna set it up for SketchUp so I can start getting my cut list and everything organized for this pantry build. So one thing I'm worried about, one of my main concerns in this kitchen is going to be the paint adhering to the laminate. Very worried about that. I've been doing a lot of research, type of primers, type of paints, looks, durability with the paint and laminate. So that's gonna be somewhat of that's what I'm most uncertain about. As far as the building aspect goes for the pantry, I've built a few boxes with plywood and so on and so forth, but I'm not a cabinet builder by any means. This is all new to me for the most part. And when I say new, I have built a few things. I'm actually going to take you on a tour of the things I've built within this house, because that's something I did tell myself is being in the military, living in the barracks, or progressing through ranks and being in the barracks for a long period of time. I told myself when I first purchased my home, I was going to build a lot of the things in that house. So that being said, let's walk through some of the things I've done to this house and some of the builds I've made to, I guess you as the audience can gauge my knowledge on this subject. The first thing being this Bob Marley photo frame or picture frame. But you can also see, I don't know if, let's look in at it, that this is also a table. So right here at the seams, on that side and that side, the closer you get. If I remove this, it's on hinges and it folds down into a table. Before I had this table right here, I used to use this as my table because if you can see my living room, pardon the mess, it's very small, hence why I tore down this pantry. So I had to save space whichever way I can. I was able to find a small table at IKEA that extends, but up for about a year or so, I was using this as my main table. And whenever I needed the space, friends coming over, hosting, I can go ahead and fold this back up on the wall. So I did that build myself in about 2 weekends. That was one of the first things I built before I even had my main furniture in the house. I did that build. Next thing was the pantry, knocking that down. Called the contractor. He came in. He was like, you can really probably do this yourself. I'm gonna charge you probably about $3,000 to do everything, but you can probably do it yourself. So he left. I went up into the pantry, cut a hole, poked my head in, and I sent him a picture of the type of frames, or not the frame, but the, what's it called? It's not the joists that I had going in the house and which way they was running, and they turned out to be engineered joists. So it's like it runs the entire length of the house. I don't think anything really in here is a supporting structure. So he's like, go ahead and tear it down. You should be good to go. So I did that with some friends, and over the course of about a month, I moved this L that was right here, pushed the wall back so that I can have a little bit more space. And I'm telling you, it made so much of a difference as far as living area goes inside this living room. It made so much of a difference. So that was another project that I undertook, and I think I did a relatively good job with the help of some friends on that one. This was my latest build slash project, and it's right here behind us. This door right here didn't used to be here. This used to be a wall, and I don't understand for the life of me why it was like this, but the builders originally, because the stairs lead up to the second floor, they left this just like it was a wall right here. And I remember being home one day, I was like, what is behind all that space? There has to be some type of space back there. So I opened it up a little bit, shined a flashlight in there, and I saw nothing but space and opportunity. So over the course of one day, I framed it out, took the door that was once the pantry door, put it in, and from there I started building. Did the drywall, the framing, all myself, and built a little shelf out of melamine. Just working with that for the first time, and that was a pain. And I think it turned out relatively well. So let's see what that looks like. So this was my latest project. So I think I gained a lot of room. Initially, I wanted it as a pantry, but my girlfriend and other friends told me that I should just make it some type of a storage. And then the next homeowner or renter can decide what they want to do with it. So again, this right here, I built it myself, framed it all out, custom built for this area. You see it fits perfectly. Did the recessed lights and everything, and gained a lot of extra storage. Very happy with this one. Very happy with the way this one turned out. Still got to finish up a few things, hide these. There's a few blowouts from when I was putting in the pinholes, so I just got to add some touch-up paint here and there. But overall, I think it turned out really, really good. This was supposed to be a practice video. This wasn't supposed to be initial run through, but keeping it moving. We're going upstairs. Let's head to the guest bedroom first. So this was another, let the light settle. So this was another build that I did. Guest room, bed. This is one of those builds. I said I didn't want to buy any furniture really. I wanted to make the furnitures that I could on my own, and that's exactly what I did with this guest bed frame. And I think this turned out really well also. Now you can see that a choice I made when building it was I left some parts of it with just the regular wood, just to see how it looked. Didn't paint it or anything. It's just regular wood, untouched, just sanded. Now I might stain it, see how that turns out, but for now I'm happy with it. And I was able to get that done relatively quick in about 2 weekends, so that I can put this up so that some friends can stay here for a while they moved from different duty stations within the Army. my second project in this house, one that was really like gassed me up on my skills, or my ability, I should say, because I'm still gaining knowledge and skills as I'm doing this, is this bed set. Now this one, if you keep up with any other builders, this is going to be a inspiration between, I believe modern builds and DIY creators. Watch both of their videos and came up with this build right here, and it's a platform bed. I always like the style of a platform bed, so this was my second build after that Bob Marley picture frame for my bedroom. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. And just one other thing that I built in a short time, because I just needed like a computer desk. I had a ping pong table that got broken, so I just framed this out. Ping pong table, you can see the lines and everything, into a little computer desk. So those are my builds. If you like what you see, if you want to see how this kitchen turns out, because again, I'm gonna figure it out as I go. Right now I'm about to frame everything out for that pantry / cabinet and get started on that. There's definitely going to be some hiccups along the way, but just like anything else in this house that I've built so far, I'll figure it out and we'll make the best of it. I believe I have right now, depending on coronavirus and the pandemic, I have about 3 or 4 months left in this house before I get ready to sell it or rent it. So I believe that's more than enough time to do these things. Kitchen should be done in about a month or so, because I don't just knock everything out at once, because just step by step, work at it little by little. As you can already see, I already have the tape measure. Trying to figure out if I want to do a pantry that's going to be 17 inches from the wall or 17 inches wide. Well, 14 inches wide or 17 inches wide, because 14 inches I feel is too small, but that does give me room for a standard 36-inch wide refrigerator. If I do the 17 inches wide, it's going to be a little bit wider, of course, give you a little bit more space, but that's going to limit me or limit whoever to only upgrade it to a 33-inch wide refrigerator. So right now I'm actually leaning towards the 17 for the more space, because I did go to Home Depot, I did go to Lowe's, I looked at 33-inch wide refrigerator, double door, regular door, and they looked perfectly fine to me. Didn't look too big. And besides, this is a relatively small kitchen, so appliance wise, matching the space, I feel like 33 inches would do perfectly fine. What I am gonna have to do, if I do decide on going to 17 inches, is because the over the fridge storage or cabinet is already cut out for 36 inches, I'm gonna have to remove it and build another one. That's gonna be good for the size to match the pantry. So that's another part of the project, decision making. So again, initial video for this channel. If you want to see the finished product, again, like the video, subscribe to the video, leave your comments, tell me what you think about the stuff I've mentioned so far, and y'all have a good one. My arm's killing me. Woo!